Sam 1611. We'll be out with 3 quads on Bobcat just west of Brook Trout. How you guys doing?
Good, sir.
You guys been riding around long?
Oh, yes. Yes, I know. Where's the kids at?
Okay.
And then I bring back here.
How old's this one? Why no helmets? And why is the baby like that? It's against the law. All right. Whose quads are these?
Huh?
Whose quads?
My brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we can use the house right now.
All right. Hold on. IDs. What if, God forbid, a car came and no helmets, no nothing like that? What's your name? What is it? Can you shut the quad off? I can't hear you. Hi. Thank you. Spell your first name for me. Spell it for me, please. Take a breath for me, okay? Take a breath. It's all right. R-A-S. Your birthday, Miss.
11/13/02.
All right. Do a real quick check here, okay? Sam 1611, code 4 status on 2. All right, guys. I'm super pro motorcycle and all that stuff, but I'm also very pro safety gear. I've had a nephew that was killed on a quad, and I've lost friends on motorcycles, okay? Especially this little guy right here. His body can't take the hits like our bodies can. Let's just have some safety gear, helmets at least for you young ladies, and I would like to see some more gear on young man.
Even if he's riding like right here, can he still ride it with the helmet?
If he's got a helmet and he's a passenger, and I would prefer him in the seat, yeah.
I kind of don't like what his back is.
It's too small, yeah. So
But,
yeah.
I mean, I do appreciate you guys tell us that, because sometimes we need to get it another perspective from other people like you guys. I mean, you guys are doing just your job.
Yeah.
Simple as that. My sister, she's just a little emotional about that. But
That's scary, you know. You probably don't talk to cops every day and think, oh my God, I'm gonna get a ticket that's gonna cost me $1 million.
It's basically us up here, because we're from Phoenix, Arizona. Now we came here, we passed by one of the houses down there, and we're not going fast.
Yeah.
And then the lady, she just called the cops
Yeah.
and things like that. I was like, we get out of the city because of that, and now
Yeah.
we're having this kind of it's all right. I mean, it's not a
So if you wanted to ride the quad, if you go to this road and then all the way to the end, instead of turning right, turn left, and you can. There's creeks and stuff back there, and trails and stuff like that. Yeah, there's all kind of fun stuff back there.
hell yeah.
But and it'll keep you off the road and people calling and stuff like that. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, sir.
Take it easy.
Hey, thank you,
Good night. Take a breath. It's okay. See, not that bad, right?
Hey, what year's it, son?
2020.
Hey.
What?
As long, stop sign to stop sign, yes. Long distance, no, because it's chipped at 98.
That's why it's called speed limit. Whoever gets the speed limit wins.
Yeah. So we don't want anything bad to happen to you, mijo. Hitting the ground at 10 miles an hour would.
Thanks, sir.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
All right, you guys have a good day.
As you said, you smelled it right after we opened.
Smell it right
so-
here. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm smelling it.
Ah, you looked underneath there. Yeah. Yeah, it's still sealed. You guys could pile back in. I'll have her come over and yeah, she's gonna drive.
Yeah, thanks for being so cool, guys. Hey, kiddos.
Okay, that's a wrap. We're good then. We're good. Yeah, he wanted to talk to her, so once she comes out, I'll just probably have to follow through a window or whatever. They leave? Yeah, she's over there, yeah. He's in no shape to drive. Originally stopped him for freaking brake lamp. I have that mail 10:15 route to the annex for booking.
I really hate that Navajo jail over there, bro. I really hate that jail.
No, we'll make sure you're taken care of.
Oh, thank you very much, bro. This time when I was paying it, and then when I got released last time, my wife was in jail. There was no
Well, she's got a warrant too.
Huh?
She's got a warrant too.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
down to Coolidge?
yeah.
That was before my time. That was before we got together, bro.
Luckily, it wasn't extraditable because that would have sucked.
Yep, that would have definitely sucked, dude. That would have put everybody out. But yeah, brother, man, just you know.
They're familiar. I still got my gun on. So, are you scanning us too? So just warrants. It's all, yeah. One's a felony, so. So almost, yeah. She should be faxing everything.
All our faxes they don't know.
It's what?
IT's fixing our emails don't work. IT's working on it. It's gonna be off to like 10.
Apparently the fax and the emails are down over here. Can you just fax or email everything to me?
Fax.
So if she emails it to you?
Yeah, my email's still out. I won't even get it.
So since all of their stuff is down, I'm gonna do it on my laptop, put it on my thumb drive, and then have it printed out that way.
Alrighty, go ahead and start handing me each article of clothing one by one.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, just I guess call me here when you send them out. I'm starting to work on them. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so when we arrested a little bit of marijuana on them, right now I'm going to go secure it at evidence and it'll be put in for destruction, and that's what we're here for. All secured.
My name is Jesus Estrada. I have been with Navajo County for approximately 3 years, almost 4, and I have prior law enforcement from Apache County, and that I was with Apache County for about 3.5, almost 4 years. So I came over here for to be closer to family. My family is originally from Tucson, Arizona, and I initially wanted to be in Sholo, but they needed help up here, and long story short, I ended up loving North County, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And recently, the opportunity for advancement that Navajo County offers, that's another thing that brought me over. Recently, I have tested for criminal investigations to become a detective, and I got it. So I am really happy and excited to start that new opportunity and chapter in my career. I graduated from Marana High School, class of 11, go Tigers. And basically what got me into law enforcement is something I've always wanted to do as a little kid. It actually started with a family friend. My parents got to know a deputy sheriff in Sarita, Pima County to be exact. And it all started from there when they got a welfare check done because they were stranded on the side of the road. And they subsequently got a ride back to their house. And that, because of that law enforcement contact, he was invited to family gatherings, family dinners. Even in uniform, he would check Code 7, which is meal break, at our place, and we would have carne asadas, and he would be invited. And basically, when he would show up in his fully marked patrol vehicle and in uniform, he would actually, hey, come here, come and sit down. And see, he would actually have me sit down in the hot seat, driver's seat, and I would be messing around with the knobs and sirens. And one day I actually did the unthinkable, and I keyed on his mic, and here he is coming from half an acre running because I'm just talking nonstop on the radio, and he's like, slaps it out of my hand. He's like, don't do that. So he would go on his portable and say, hey, I'm secure, disregard that. And another unit ended up showing up to his location just to make sure he was okay. But because of that contact with him to our family, that really, really inspired me. And I was probably like around 5-6 years old when that happened, and that just ignited something in me to become law enforcement. I just loved the whole image, the wanting to help somebody in need. The fact that he helped my parents, that's what I wanted to do in the future. And little did I know that something that small made me who I am today.
How fast were they going?
Going 62 miles per hour and a posted 55. And something like that, it's the reason the speed limit is important due to the incoming intersections and the people that are turning out. For example, there's this rock quarry right here that people exit, and if they're going more than the speed limit, people think that, hey, it's 50 miles per hour, and they go for it. People here have trucks and trailers full of this rock, and they underestimate it, and little do they know that this person's actually going a little faster. And by us letting them know, hey, the speed limit is this, they have that, they go home with that mentality next time. 979 beyond old Route 66 near the Indian Center with a blue Toyota Frontier. Just to give you a peace of mind, I'm not going to give you a ticket, okay? I'm going to give you a warning. Before that, though, can I have your driver's license, registration, insurance, please? No, he's media. Have you ever seen Live PD? Well, he's Sholo TV, so he just followed me around, making sure I'm doing my job correctly and everything. I copy, man. Thank you. Gotcha. All right. Please drive safe, okay? You're welcome. All right. B98, verbal warning was issued. Close it out 0. I am the only law enforcement officer in my family. As far as law enforcement, nobody in corrections, nobody in detention, nobody in as a peace officer. So I basically started the that chain in my family, and hopefully, I want to carry that on. I do have one younger sibling. He is currently 20 years old, and he is currently in the United States Marine Corps, and he wants to become a deputy sheriff just like me. And him, instead of waiting for 4 years to become a deputy sheriff and put himself through the police academy, he wanted to do something. He had a calling, and that calling was the United States Marine Corps. So he has about 3 more years to go, and by the time he gets out, he'll be, I want to say, 22 years old, and he'll be perfect, get out of the academy, and when he wants to start his career in law enforcement, just like his older brother. And I don't mean to toot my horn, but I'm pretty sure I'm a good role model for him, and I've heard it a lot from my parents, and I love my brother to death, and I'm really proud of him. So, and likewise, he's very proud of me. So we call each other almost every night, and we tell each other, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, I'm so proud of you." So like I mentioned earlier, we like to do a lot of area patrols. This is one of our many area patrols that we do. This is just this is the Winslow Levee. So this takes us into another community that we do area patrols for. That community is called Ames Acres. The communities that we do area patrols or do enforcement in consist of 5 Mountain Estates, Ames Acres, Bushman Acres. From here we can get a glimpse of Bushman Acres, and eventually it spits us out at Ames Acres. Well, we're going to do another area patrol just to let the community know that we're out here and being visible. Frank 1720. Overflow of water into the communities, this prevents it from happening. We like to do the area patrols through here. There is posted signs for no hunting, no ATV riding, no trespassing in general. So anybody that we see on the levee walking, riding ATVs, we'll just let them know, hey, you can't be here, and we'll ask them questions. What are they doing here? And for the most part, they just want to have fun, and I'm okay with that. Just as long as you're not digging up holes or taking property that's there to prevent this possible flooding from occurring into the communities, then we're okay. We just let them know very kindly, please leave the area, or we'll just follow them to the next exit so we can let them out. This is another of our communities that we patrol and conduct enforcement for. There's about, the population out here is, it's not that much, but it's kind of like everybody knows everybody. So they are able to tell you if someone out here doesn't belong, and usually when they see that, they'll report it. We'll come out here and check it out. I met my beautiful fiance, Angelica, through a mutual friend, and eventually we started talking, and between communication, something sparked, and I'm actually lucky that she fell for it. So that being said, little did we know that we worked for Navajo County. I personally did not know she worked for Victim Services, and at one point I knew we had Victim Services, but I didn't know how deep their services were available to the public. And once we started talking, and I got to know what she was doing, definitely, that's something that I became informed, and I would let victims know, hey, this is what Navajo County has to offer. That's not just law enforcement services. It's actually, more services. The victims' rights form that we have, and there's a little pamphlet attached to it. We give those out. But back to how I met Angelica, it was through that way, a mutual friend. We started talking, and it it just eventually sparked into something, you know, I've never experienced before, and you know, I completely love her, and we're excited to start a new life, a new chapter together, and you know, she's obviously always gives me insight of that she's proud of me, and that just gives me even more incentive to be out here and, you know, protect the citizens of Navajo County. So that just basically, I'm proud of her as well for, you know, going above and beyond with the victims and giving them just resources, or giving them insight on how to do certain things. And for example, today she took maybe 6 calls from the time that I woke up today, and like I said, since she's working from home because of the COVID situation, she doesn't like working at home because she doesn't like being cooped up in there. She rather go to the courthouse or go to her office, but because of the restrictions, you know, she has to stay at home. So because of that, I got to witness more of what she does. When we first started talking, she would go to her office, obviously, and I wouldn't know exactly how far her job would go until I got to see it firsthand, and all the calls and all the victims that want answers and want the problem solved, like CSI in less than 10 seconds. It doesn't work like that. We still give them peace of mind that, hey, this case is still under review. Be patient. We'll keep you up to date if anything changes, and that's it. So our wedding date is September 26th of this year, 2020, and I know it has been an eventful year so far, and it's gonna be one more to add to the list.
Am I invited to the bachelor party?
Absolutely. Definitely. Doing this job for about 6 years, you can determine, hey, that guy's not going 25 miles per hour. He's going a little faster. So let's go. And you can tell he's already kind of speeding away. He does have out-of-state license plates. A lot of people don't pay attention to speed limits. They just want to get to their destination. Trying something, 20 copy traffic.
1720.
I'll tell you what, the country out in Sedona is very beautiful out there.
Looking forward to it.
Flagstaff too. I don't know if you've passed through Flagstaff, but that's also a well-known Route 66 corridor. Again, just a warning, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can call the number in the back and go from there, okay?
What, just out of curiosity, because of what's going on with all the law enforcement officers, is that what he's recording?
Yeah.
All interactions?
Just documentation of what we do on a daily basis. Yeah.
But it's safer for you guys, I guess.
Definitely. It keeps us accountable.
Absolutely, it does.
All right. Thank you. All right. And just like that, another positive interaction with the public. All right. Well, we just received some news that we don't like to hear on the line of duty, and that is the passing of a law enforcement officer within Arizona, and that officer is Jason Judd with the Peoria Police Department. Today he passed away in the line of duty, and we got a directive from the sheriff to wear our shrouds. You know, this is one of the lightest pieces of equipment that we have in our uniform, but it's one of the heaviest we have to wear. Just as a reminder, and as to pay respects for that officer that was killed in the line of duty today. So it's a great reminder that we're all human beings, and anything and everything can get us hurt, even killed. So we always have to have our head on a swivel. So it's a consent refusal When we have reasonable suspicion to prolong the stop, then we can obtain or try to obtain a canine, run our canine around the vehicle. Canines are, trained to detect the odors of illegal substances. Either everything from marijuana to methamphetamine, fentanyl. It can be very dangerous for the canine to sniff that up.
10-4, we'll ride at it. Division in,
Put one on the bus.
Reserve squad.